Hi everyone, this is Tisch Aitken, and it is Tuesday, May 3rd, 2021, and I'm here to discuss the week ahead as well as the month of May, because this is going to be a very busy month for all of us. So to begin with, on May 2nd, Mercury, which is the planet of communication, transportation, and information, among other things, entered the mutable air sign of Gemini late last night at 10:49 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, and it will be transiting in Gemini until July 11th. Mercury loves being in Gemini, and this will bring all sorts of communication and networking and sales and teaching and learning. This is an excellent opportunity for getting involved in your local community and in your neighborhood, and it's great for networking with people. If you're single, it's an excellent time for meeting people. It's excellent for marketing your business. And with Mercury retrograding in Gemini, which it will do at the end of May, this is going to bring back ghosts from all areas of our lives in very many different ways, whether it's something you think about that you hadn't thought about for years, or somebody you went to school with that you reconnect with, or just all sorts of circumstances and people from the past. It's a time of a lot of information, and Mercury in Gemini is in its rulership, but again, this is where a lot of decisions, a lot of choices, and a lot of chatter with this energy. And on May 6th, we've got Venus forming a beautiful trine to Pluto, and this occurs at 7:25 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time. And that's a really nice energy for communication, good for love, good for transformation, good for dealing with financial opportunities. On that day, the North Node of Destiny also makes a beautiful sextile to Chiron, the wounded healer. So there's a really romantic and healing energy around the 6th of May. Venus is still in its rulership of Taurus. It's about to change signs, but not yet. And great again for romance, but also for financial dealings, because Pluto rules the sign of Scorpio and deals with debt and joint resources. On May 8th, Venus squares Jupiter early in the day at 9:38 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time. And those are the two benefics of the zodiac. Venus is the planet of love and money and what you value, and Jupiter is the planet of expansion and opportunity. This gives us a preview of Venus in Gemini, because later in the day, Venus will enter the sign of Gemini at 10:01 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. And we've got Mercury transiting in Gemini already, bringing a lot of conversations and introductions in many different ways. And now Venus, the planet of love and value, is transiting in Gemini until June 2nd. So for Geminis, this is excellent for getting out there and meeting people. It's great for business. Whenever Venus is transiting in your sign, that's very auspicious, but it's also good for communication for all of us. And on May 10th, Mercury, which is the planet of communication, forms a helpful sextile to Chiron, the wounded healer. And this brings healing communication and a lot of ideas around doing so in the midst of the community as well. And on the 11th of May, there is a new moon that takes place at 3 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time at 21 degrees and 18 minutes of the fixed Earth sign of Taurus. And that's a new moon that you definitely want to mark down in your calendar. That new moon, it's exalted in Taurus, so that's a very beautiful placement. The new moon forms a sextile to Neptune, and Neptune is the higher octave of Venus. and Venus rules the sign of Taurus. So a lot of creativity and romance and empathy. And it also even gives a preview of Jupiter, because Jupiter will be entering the sign of Pisces on May 13th, and it'll be there until July 29th. And I think that's really magical and beautiful energy, because Jupiter expands whatever it comes into contact with. And in this case, it's expanding through creativity and love and compassion. And with the new moon in Taurus, ruled by Venus, in harmony with Neptune in Pisces, this gives us a preview of what Jupiter in Pisces will be able to achieve for all of us, because that really is magnetizing through the imagination, through love, and through beauty. And to have this new moon in Taurus emphasizes the connection to nature and creativity and grounding ourselves, which is imperative to do, because we're going to be in eclipse season, and eclipses bring dramatic changes, major beginnings and major endings. There's a lunar eclipse at the end of May on the 26th, and I'll talk more about that in future videos. But with eclipses, you can expect major life changes in a very rapid manner. You can get news out of the blue that changes your life. It can be major beginnings, new jobs, new promotions, new relationships, can bring moves, can bring breakups, can bring major endings. It brings dramatic events and brings major change, often to wake you up, and brings change to really make you see things in a way that you've never seen them before. We have Mercury retrograding at the end of the month at 24 degrees of Gemini. So we're having Mercury in its rulership. It'll be there for a couple of months. We'll be in Gemini season. There will be a solar eclipse on June 10th at 19 degrees of the mutable air sign of Gemini. And at that time, Mercury will be retrograde in Gemini. So we can expect a lot of information getting uncovered. Eclipses bring things to light. So we'll have a lot going on in the month of May and in the month of June. This week has a lot of, I think, creative and social energy. The new moon in Taurus on May 11th rather. That new moon makes a beautiful sextile to Neptune, really pronouncing the imagination and creativity accessible, but it also forms a helpful and empowering trine to Pluto, the planet of transformation. We just had Pluto station retrograde on April 27th at 26 degrees and 48 minutes of Capricorn, the day after that potent full moon in Scorpio, which is ruled by Pluto. So a lot of Plutonian energy at the very end of April and the beginning of May. So working with the transformative energy with Pluto, which can be helpful. So I wish you all a lot of luck. That new moon on the 11th does work in harmony with Pluto and gives us the glimpse and the preview of Jupiter in Pisces, which will be very magical and really helping the creatives and the empaths and the lovers and the romantics to come together through love. Thank you very much.